Have you ever wondered why your first impressions or initial piece of information you receive about something influences your decisions so strongly? This, dear listeners, is the power of the anchoring effect. Consider a situation where you're negotiating the price of a used car. The seller starts by asking for $8,000. That initial price, whether it's high or low, sets a tone and becomes an anchor point that all subsequent negotiations revolve around. If the seller had started with $10,000, the final negotiated price might be higher. This is the anchoring effect at work. Anchoring doesn't only apply to financial decisions, it also affects our day-to-day judgments and decisions. For instance, the first time you meet someone, the initial impression they make, their appearance, their demeanor, their first few words, acts as an anchor. This first impression influences how you perceive their subsequent actions. If they were friendly and warm initially, you're likely to view their later actions in a positive light. But if they were cold and aloof, you might perceive their actions negatively, even if they're neutral or positive. Anchoring also plays a significant role in our perception of value. Imagine walking into a store where a shirt is marked down from $50 to $25. You're more likely to perceive it as a bargain because your anchor is the initial $50 price. But what if the shirt was never worth $50 to begin with? The anchoring effect can make us believe we're getting a good deal when we're not. In the world of marketing, the anchoring effect is a powerful tool. Marketers often present the most expensive option first to set a high anchor point, making all cheaper options seem like a steal. It's a clever way to make us spend more than we might have planned. So, what does understanding the anchoring effect mean for us? By acknowledging the power of this psychological bias, we can make more informed decisions. We can question the validity of our initial information, challenge our first impressions, and assess whether they should have as much influence as they do. Remember, the anchoring effect is not necessarily negative. It can help us make quick decisions when we need to. But being aware of it can also prevent us from being manipulated or making skewed judgments. In conclusion, the anchoring effect is a potent psychological phenomenon that influences our decisions and judgments based on the first piece of information we encounter. Understanding this effect can help us make more rational decisions and prevent us from falling into decision-making traps. So, the next time you see a discount, meet someone new, or negotiate a deal, remember the anchoring effect. Ask yourself if your judgment is being clouded by an anchor. It's a small step, but it could have a big impact on your decisions.